So good morning YouTube and welcome back to the channel. As promised, I have got a further video in relation to installing the DNA air filter, which is a free flow air filter, into the Honda GB350S. But we're going to do a few sound checks first and see if there's any difference in the sound it will make when we install it. So let's turn you guys around. So this is the DNA air filter here, and we're going to install that into the bike. And I've also purchased this kit, service kit, because these filters, depending on how dusty your environment is, should probably be cleaned and re-oiled every 6,000 or 7,000 miles or so. So I'll be doing that. So without further ado, we will get in and just test the bike in terms of the sound as it is with the standard filter. So that was the standard filter, and we're going to install the DNA air filter, which will literally only take about 5 minutes, and then we'll start the engine up again and see what the difference is. Now, when you install the DNA air filter, the ECU needs to compensate, so it's advised to allow the bike to tick over for about 10 to 15 minutes. Right, so you need just two tools, a screwdriver and an Allen key. You can get actually an Allen key from the other side of the bike. If you take off the battery cover, then it's sat at the bottom here. But we're using another one today. So you just remove this. This should then just pull away. Like that. See, it's got these little grommets, these push grommets. Put that to one side. Now here we'll need to take off two screws, one here and one here. And this lifts out this way, like that. Put that to one side. Here you've got, what's that, 6 screws to take off. And the last one tucked away in here. It's just going to fall out, that now. And there is the cover removed. And now we can remove the air filter. And the air filter is actually quite dirty, although it's only done 1,800 odd miles. If you notice, there's this little clip here which seats in here. That little clipper actually is missing, I noticed, from the DNA air filter. Just do a quick comparison. So there's the DNA and there's the original. you notice that that retaining clip is not there. Apparently that's not an issue, but I'm going to keep the original for safekeeping, and we'll pop that one into there. And actually it does fit very well, it's just obviously not retained perfectly there. Now whether that'll have an impact or not, I don't know, but we'll have to see. So on goes the cover. Again. I mean, this is literally only a 5-minute job. It would probably take you longer to take all this lot off than to obviously put the filter in. Yeah, there you go, that's caught. Now I'm reliably told that this does not affect the warranty of the bike. Please don't take that as gospel. I can't be held responsible for any mods that you do to your own bike. But I have been told it won't affect the warranty, whereas an aftermarket exhaust is in question. That seems solid enough. And then we'll put this cover back on here. These two retaining bolts here. What? That's the second one going in now, hopefully. Yeah. So that appears to be okay there. And lastly, the cover, which I think literally just pushes on. And there you go. That just pushes on like that. And then we use the Allen key to put that back in there. And that is literally it. That is literally it. It's that quick. And that simple. So we'll see what difference in sound it makes. And then it'll be very interesting to see if I can feel any difference. Any perceived difference at all, I will report back to you. We can now start her up. Now, I've been told to give it a good 10 minutes. So just checking the time now. So we're going to leave this to run for 10 minutes, probably a bit longer. So here we are. This is about 10 to 15 minutes later on. I think the bike is settled down. It did a few, yeah, it surged a little bit, and was a little bit up and down in terms of revs. But now it's really settled down, and it's got this lovely little heartbeat sound now. So let's have a listen. So no error lights, no emission lights at the moment, and all seems well. So I think that's successful. I will report back and let you know how it goes, and I'll do, well, the next video you'll see how it is. So I'll report back in the meantime and let you know if it's been successful and whether I've noticed any perceivable or perceptive differences. I'm obviously hoping there will be. And the differences I'm hoping will be a little bit more usable power in the 5th gear and perhaps a little bit more urgency. And maybe some even more efficiency as well in the engine. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do remember to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.